Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me here. My name's Amanda and this is Moonlight Messenger. Before we get started today, I wanted to say a few things to my subscribers already. I wanted to say thank you guys so much for waiting for me throughout this winter. I really needed a break from not necessarily spirit work, but just taking a step back from tarot in general. For those who do not know, I started this tarot channel to practice my skill and get better at my psychic training and have a hands-on method to expressing intuition. And blind readings, general timeless readings, were pretty much my favorite way to go about that for the longest time. I have a lot of new ways that I like to do that now, and I will be sharing more of that with you guys soon. This channel is turning into more of a mystical, astrological tarot type of a fusion, and since last year I was really just practicing. I wasn't prepared for such a response, honestly. When I first started this channel, I thought that I was going to just be practicing, and I did get quite a bit of practice out of it. I also learned a lot along the way about my own insecurities, and I will make another video about that one. I don't think I'm going to talk about that much today. I can at least say that it regards a lot of spirituality versus religion, and I do have a lot of religious background in my life, and it's been really interesting, my journey so far. I think that it's important to share some of our healing experiences. I don't know why people think that as a healer your life must be easier. I don't want to say it's harder, I don't know that, but it is challenging. It is way more challenging because you're asking for more challenges as a person who seeks out those growth opportunities. So I was a little over my head, but I like it. I really still like it, and I was struggling to see myself religiously and spiritually combined. I really didn't want people to put a label on me. I don't necessarily feel like I fit in in any real actual genre. I use Jesus as my spirit guide. I always have. Even when I bring Jesus to my meditation groups, it feels like I might make people uncomfortable by using his name. I'm not here to push anything on anybody. I'm just here to have, you know, a little bit of expression. That's pretty much all that this is about. I also realized I can help people throughout the process though, which is, you know, I like that. I like helping people. I appreciate you watching my videos and enjoying this journey with me, because this has definitely been an interesting journey so far. I haven't said a lot about what my journey has been yet, but I think I will share really soon because it's been on my heart a lot, and it's actually stopped me from making my videos. Without further ado, the first stone, I want you guys to tune into your intuition and select a stone here. The first stone is going to be the pink heart quartz, rose quartz. I don't know all of the stones names, but this is a smoky quartz, number 2. Okay. Labradorite. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying that right. That's okay. Tune into your intuition, and just to make this easier on me, I'm just going to hold them up like this. Number 1, number 2, and you're selecting for your pile. I'm going to draw a pile for each one of these stones. Number 3. Okay? Select your stone. Let's begin. Number 1. Okay. I wanted to let you guys know that I changed all of my title lines in my videos to timeless because I realized that they really are timeless after a little bit of looking back and watching my own videos. I realized, gosh, these videos still resonate with me so heavily. So I urge you guys to go back, and it just is kind of silly to me too that I even thought that God's messages would expire. I'm the person who put a time limit on that. Sorry about that. Don't even listen to that. I'm just a human. Butters, no. My cats are fighting. Okay, so we've got all of the cards out on the table here. First up is number one, pile number one. So it starts off with a Four of Wands from the Rider-Waite deck, and that Four of Wands is about a... Lay down. Okay, my cat had to join me so he can be quiet finally. So the first card out for you, pile one, is going to be the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about finding a lot of connection and developing stability. This is about spiritual connection. You're looking for some stability and comfort, and even looking to put in some hard work to where your spiritual energy wants to be. The clarifying card that comes up on top of that is the Four of Pentacles. So you're really looking at building something foundational, fundamental, something that's going to last for a long duration of time. You might be having a hard time expressing creativity right now, just because this is something that with the double four is really hard-headed. It's going to be very difficult to move beyond this stability, to move beyond this pragmatism, yeah, that's a word. This has been a really hard time for you to focus on what you love instead of what you need. That I can understand in these current times right now that we're focusing a lot on survival instead of thriving, and this is something that we as a collective need to be aware of. People who picked number one, pile number one, you're probably extra focused on trying to find stability. You're trying to find extra comfort in the home and spiritual realm. You're trying to probably find a lot of balance here too in order to be happy. The answers here for your self-care come up as a lot of extra rest. Get yourself some extra rest and relate to the things that are unseen. Look for fairies. Now, a lot of you, I can tell, are not doing a lot of daydreaming, not doing a lot of creative type of thinking, and critical thinking is on the back burner at this point. It's important for you to gain a little bit of perspective here in the seeking out joy aspects of your life. If you're not really focused on seeking out joy, now is the best time for you to go and focus on what you can do to look to the nature around you. Look to those things that are unseen. Look to those things that you can find that are usually just in your sleep. If you have to rest your body on a physical level, now would be the best time to do it, because it's a lockdown, for crying out loud. You can take some rest and rest your mind, more importantly, because this is about trying to work through some serious lack, some serious beliefs that you're not going to be able to thrive and find true thrills and joy in life. Pile number one, this is not the end of the story for you. There's so much more coming. This is only the beginning. Okay, so you guys just focus on that positivity and stay in the light. If you're having doubts and fears right now, stay in the light. Seek out positivity. Seek out positive people. Turn off the news, for crying out loud. It's just full of fear. Okay, you guys? I'm going to be doing another reading here soon, and this is something that really called me. It's been on my heart to do this reading for you guys for some time now, because this is the type of fear that I'm talking about, y'all. I at first didn't even want to be doing these readings, because I was more interested in avoiding it and taking care of myself in that selfish way. But I know that there's a lot of fear out there. This is a lot of fear in this first reading here. And it's best to get a lot of sleep and let these unknowns be. Just let them be for the time being. There's nothing else we can do but find serenity here. Okay? So remember the serenity prayer. Alright, you guys? And if you need anybody to connect with that has a light, do it. You know, connect with people. Reach out, let people know that you're having a hard time, and try to be focused on some light once in a while. This darkness is going to eat you alive if you let it. Okay, you guys? Stay in the light. Stay positive. And if you need any extra help, you can reach out to me for private readings. I opened up my private readings again, and my link is down in the description box below. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you tune in for your next month's reading. I'll see you guys next time. The next reading up is number 2, the second stone. I believe this is smoky quartz. Welcome, number 2. So your cards came up as a lot of anxiety. There's once again a lot of mental chatter happening here for this. This number 2 is going to be somebody who is, this is a lot of you guys are going to be finding advancement in your mind. Like you're looking at things that are going to drive you into new realities and understandings. But the thing is, you're going to be losing a lot of sleep over this. This is something that's probably really stressful. You might have, this lockdown is giving everybody a lot of time to think. So I would imagine that not just pile number 2 has extra time to think, but particularly pile number 2, y'all have a lot on your mind. You might be hashing up the past. You might be looking at things that people have done wrong in the past to you, because now is the time that you could just look at everything. You can think of everything, and this is what makes you kind of lose your head. This is not an emotional energy. This is an intellectual energy. This is about finding heartbreak in the knowledge that is past. It's about coming to an awareness of what is in the past and how you can come to conclusions there. This energy is followed up by the Ace of Swords. So this is going to be clarified by the Ace of Swords, meaning there's a brand new beginning here. You're wanting to have a brand new start when it comes to what you know and how you understand this world around you. The people that are in your world might not be there much longer. Okay, pile number 2, you guys want to focus a lot on letting things go, allowing your energy to just neutralize, because this is a storm in your mind. It feels like there's a storm brewing, that you're allowing the winds to move so quickly through your mind because you want this storm to pass. I understand that, but there's no hurry in hashing through everything in the past. This is really long-term work. This spirit work is long-term work, and it's meant to be done through prayer and through meditation, because this is not your cross to bear. Whatever there is that's in your past here, this pain does not have to resemble your weight to bear. The things that have come into pass in your life don't have to be your problem. They don't. You've already been able to let things go in the past, and it's just because you have this extra time to allow things to resurface. You can put yourself back in a place of positivity, and if you need help doing that, reach out. I know that pile number 1 just got told that, to reach out to people who really have a good positive angle in life, and try to keep it to where these people are the right people to reach out to. It's important that you're using your discernment for that more than anything at this time, because it turns out that you already know a lot of people in your life have burned you, and it's possible that these burns are, I'm not going to say the word, I'm not going to say it's irreparable, because anything can be fixed, really. But if you look at it ultimately, the suggestion here is to start over and to gain new clarity with this Ace of Swords. You don't necessarily need to start fresh with the people that you have already known. This is about coming into new awarenesses, new perspectives, new beginnings, and creating something bigger for yourself, not for other people. Your advice card comes up as building strength. This is from the self-care deck. I'll be linking all of my decks down below too, actually. Hopefully I remember to do that. But the Sacred Self-Care Ritual is an oracle deck that is one of my favorites. I bought it from Goddess Provisions. If anybody's wondering, I highly recommend it. Their art is something that I really love. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. The build strength is one thing that's very important for you. This isn't just about physicality. You see her third eye here? This is about building up your intuition and building up your inner dialogue, your inner strength. This is about coming to terms with who you are on the inside and accepting that. I'm going through this a lot too. It's funny, I was resonating with pile 2 before I even started this. And also, connect with some animals instead of people for a while. Animals will not be burning you, okay? It's important to be developing into your personal dynamics, your personal spiritual relationship right now, your relationship with God. Connect with how you see the afterlife. Connect with Jesus. Connect with Buddha. Connect with angels. Connect with light beings, so that this can be something that you can heal through with that strength. You can build your intuition by connecting with these types of relationships in our lives. If you don't have healthy relationships on this planet at this time, it doesn't sound like there's a lot of healthy relationships right now. You don't need those relationships anymore. You can lean into your spiritual body at this time and find solace, find peace, and restart your foundation in that way. Okay, pile number 2. If you want extra help with this, please reach out to me. Down in the description box below, we can set you up with a private reading. I'm going to start doing mini readings too. If you guys are interested, you can visit my website for that information. So it doesn't have to be a big, long, drawn-out reading. We can just do extra looks at that, okay? So thank you, pile number 2, for watching. I will see you guys next month for your timeless reading. Pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3. Your first card comes up, the Tower card. So a lot of things are ending here. A lot of grounds are shifting here. It's important for you to start seeking out a lot of peace as well. This is a collective reading by any means necessary. Everybody should find peace, of course, at any given time. That's a no-brainer. But right now, here in pile number 3, you above all, you really need that peace. This is something that people have been showing their true colors to you. Some things have come out of the woodwork that seems that it has just wrecked your complete earth, and that your foundation of living has been shifted for probably forever. And it's time to start looking at how you can collect these pieces and move forward. And move forward with better than you had before. Because that's the point, isn't it? Is to keep getting bigger and better and stronger and healthier and happier and all of those things. Your clarifier card is the King of Cups. Alright? As much destruction is happening here, and I will say, I don't want to overplay it or underplay it, but this is a lot of destruction that comes along with the Tower card. So I do see that this is going to be a time of struggle, most for you guys. Pile number 3, this has been something that has been really requiring you to find love and a peaceful, wisdom-filled mind. You might be praying a lot and getting to this place where you're just leaning on God. And I just mentioned leaning on God to the last read, that if you don't do that during these times, you're going to struggle even more. So at least you're finding this wisdom to lean into that love and lean into that wisdom and lean into that guidance, because this cup in the King's hand represents emotional wisdom, emotional guidance, emotional purpose, and discernment. If you can harness that emotional purpose and discernment, emotional direction, you probably will be able to get out of this without having any huge wounds. But there's been a lot of things that are already wounding you happening here. So let's get a little bit of advice for the self-care. The first card says that you should be focusing on family. Family is really important to you right now. That's where you'll be finding your most warmth, your most love and nurturing. You might want to focus your energy, as that King of Cups does, towards those who you truly love, who you have real emotional relationships with, and that is your family. I mean, your family doesn't have to be blood. We all know that. That's old news, right? Blood is thicker than water. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if blood is thicker than water. So what? It's just a fact. It doesn't matter. But the family thing is, some of my greatest family members don't have any of the same DNA as me. Just saying. I mean, reach out to those who matter the most to you. Reach out to those who will be there and just be quiet with you and allow your destruction to not be something that they need to clean it up right now. Just be, it's important for you to be still, and actually that's your next card of advice, is to be still. This Goddess Provisions deck is one of my very favorite decks. It always has this really beautiful energy in the art. In this card, To Be Still, I feel like this is also a good example of to lie and meditate, and or just sit and meditate and just be quiet and listen to your breath. If you don't know how to meditate, just listen to your breath. And if you start thinking, just listen to your breath again and just tune into your breath heavily enough to where that's all that you can hear or feel or think. It's the best way to clear your mind. Okay, pile number 3. If you need any help with this, if this is something that you don't know who to reach out to and you're not sure how to get in touch with somebody warm and nurturing, you can reach out to me in the email down below in that description box there, and we can set you up a private reading, and I can help you get some deeper introspection on this situation. It looks like this is a story that's not over. We all have a story that's not over right now. It's all crazy in the world, but I wanted to make sure I popped on here and gave you guys a free reading so that you can have at least a little bit of comfort, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of advice from your mystical friends out here in the world. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if this resonates with you, please make sure to hit the button down below for the like and the subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!